Alrighty, and welcome to another episode of the Primer Podcast. My name's William.
And this is Davis, back
at the Galaxie studio.
Right, it's been
a while.
Been a few weeks, man. 3 weeks? Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
last
out of
time
town.
was Kristen.
Oh, right. Kristen Klein from Driving Line Magazine. That's right.
And then, I've been out of town. You've been out of town.
Right. Now we're back in town.
Right. How was the...
Nitto Tire Auto Enthusiast Day?
Exactly.
At Anaheim.
On August 1st, if I remember right.
I believe so, yeah. August 1st out at Angel Stadium. Took one of our interns out there. He shot video. So I see you got that posted up.
Yep.
He was happy to see that. JDM, mostly import car market, late model, Challengers and Mustangs, but mostly your Nissans and Subarus, import cars, a few trucks, but all about the drifting, which is pretty cool. That's the only reason why I really went.
Right, because...
exhibition drifting. It wasn't a full ride. It wasn't a full, qualifying event of any kind, but sponsored by Nitto, so it was all had their own area, and it's just all exposition, and was all free, and just about creating excitement and seeing what drifting's all about.
Lots of smoke.
Oh yeah, lots of burning rubber.
At least from what I gathered from the video that I went through. It's just like just figure eights, and they had the import cars, and they had the Mustang was out there rear wheel drive, all your rear wheel drive cars with the drift, and then they had some off road trucks out there doing that, kind of like at SEMA, but no jumps. It was just all flat asphalt, tearing it up out there by the freeway, and a lot of smoke. But as the announcer said, nature's Zamboni was just the breeze that would come through and blow it all away. But it was cool, man. But the car show itself was pretty cool too.
It was, like I said, mostly import car, your tuner cars. It was all free, even free for vendors. So they had representatives from like Garrett Turbo and your seat manufacturers, your aftermarket, and, mostly car component stuff. There was a few things for accessories, but not real heavy. Mostly like turbos and your wheel manufacturers and things like that. So that was cool. Suspension. So yeah, that was cool, man.
Well,
it's cool to have a lot of younger faces out there. Definitely.
Well, that's good news.
That's
looking at the big picture. That's great.
Right. That's growing trends for things like that. But these kids are just like hot rodding. They're spending money. No, that was cool. The only thing I could suggest is that they put up some grandstands to see more of the drifting rather than looking through a chain link fence
to get a better angle on it.
Right. I mean, even just looking at it, standing. I mean, you get 2-3 people deep, and pretty. After a while, it's like, okay, this it's not fun anymore. It's not. It still holds your enthusiasm, but it's like it could be a little bit better.
No, I get you.
You know what I'm saying? If they had portable grandstands, it'd fill it up. I mean, it's kind of like going to an air show. It's sort of like, well, you could stand and watch the planes, obviously, but if you have grandstands and somewhere to sit, but it's particularly looking down over a fence, it's still, even a few feet back from the top of a fence, it would still be better because you'd be looking down at it and you could see more. But
right, like at the soon-to-be closed Irwindale.
Right, exactly.
Just enough.
Yeah.
Get it, so you can get a better view.
Sure. I mean, that totally works.
There you go, Tony.
There you go, Tony. But that was my biggest gripe about it because people were lined up from one end of the track to the other along the fence, so we all basically get the same view. So,
but it's all free, so
yeah, it's free. But I'm just saying, you would
a better user experience.
You would have a better user experience, and probably more importantly, a lot of people shooting pictures and video too. You would get a lot better social media coverage if you did that, because everybody would be sharing it.
Right.
And it'd be from different angles and different times and things like that. But more eyes on it, more exposure. So I think that would just be a plus.
Well, for me, on that same day, somewhere out in Washington, because
You had, was it Everett?
that's different. Are you talking about the racing?
Yeah.
No, this was a car show.
Oh.
So we drove from Monroe, Washington, which is, I don't know, a good 45 minutes outside of Seattle.
Okay.
Out in Monroe is a very small city,
Right?
And lots of, it's an agricultural area of Washington.
Right.
So we drove for like an hour out to some other horse ranch, and they had a car show going on, and of course, the flyer and the website made it look bigger than what it was.
Was it a car gathering?
A gathering.
A gathering.
Good word for it. It was small. There was some cool stuff. There was some things that I've never seen before. You can go on our Instagram, and I snapped 4 or 5, photos. But there was like an AMX there.
That's cool.
But then, it was pretty Chevy heavy.
Yeah.
And my buddy that was up there visiting, that we went together. He kept saying, "This is a Ford, right?" And because he's looking at the sign, he thinks he's being, this is a 34 Ford Coupe, because he doesn't know much about.
Right.
But then he'd look at the engine, and the valve covers would say Chevrolet.
Right.
And then he'd look back up at the sign, Ford, Chevrolet valve cover. And he kept looking at me. He was like, Why? And I'm like, see that one? Remember the one in the parking lot? And that one over there? And that one over there? Like, I don't know why. But
they're cheaper.
I
Bottom line is they're cheaper.
I saw there was, went to the liquor yesterday evening on the way back, saw, like a tea bucket. And
Chevy.
There it was. And it's like, okay. So that's why on Instagram and photos and things like that, it's like, if it seems like there's a fair amount of flatheads, as far as pictures I take,
right,
it's because that's what's supposed to be there.
So you actually saw some flatheads up there, huh?
1 or 2.
Oh, right on.
But nice little show.
Yeah.
There was supposed to be music. I didn't hear any music.
Well, that maybe came later, right?
There was supposed to be like, a beer garden, or a brunch or something. I didn't see much happening, but
things kind of come and go slow up there, maybe, huh? A little different vibe, a little, come as you are kind of thing.
Yeah, but the people that were there were super friendly.
Right.
There was a 66 Cadillac. Just looking at, and
right,
it was like all original, like nothing's been done to it.
Oh, cool, man! Stacked headlights.
Right. It's just like, and the woman came over and said, "Hey, how's it going? Do you want?" And I'm like, "Hey,
little hospitality goes a long way, right?"
Right. And like you started talking. Oh, she's, yeah. This was my grandmother's car, and blah blah blah.
Okay.
And asked her about the engine.
Right.
She's like, you know what? I don't know. Let's open up the hood. And open up the hood, and it's like, oh yeah, it was a white car, but it was originally red.
Oh.
But her grandmother wanted a white car, so it was painted repainted at the factory.
Rather than just getting a white one.
They didn't have a white one available the day that she had the money to buy it.
Wow,
And
that's
so.
you couldn't wait.
So the factory, it was a factory paint job over its own factory paint job, but it was just like buck, 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 buck. Everyone was super friendly. So
Yeah, cool.
that was cool.
Any Galaxies?
No, there weren't a lot.
Not a lot of Ford product, huh?
No, I mean there were a couple panels. There was like a Tempest. There was a few like very odd breeds, but then fair share of Camaros and
Right. Muscle car heavy, huh?
Right.
So what's going on with the dirt track stuff, man? What was that?
Oh, it wasn't dirt.
Is that World of Outlaws? Is that part of that? World of Outlaws?
No, it was the King of the Wing.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
So
That was like was that a half-mile track? It looked like a pretty big track, man.
well, actually, there's 2 tracks.
I noticed that. But those guys,
So,
the clip that you had was like outside track. Those guys were moving.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Probably all small block Chevy. 99% of them probably.
Right. So the next day, which was on a Sunday, at the Monroe Fairgrounds, they have a racetrack.
Dang.
So it's an inside and an outside.
Right.
The inside's like 3/4 of a mile.
Oh.
No, sorry, 3/8 of a mile.
3/8 on the inside?
And outside is 5/8 of a mile.
Oh.
So they had the little sprint cars with the wings.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the King of the Wing.
Right. Gotta have those, right.
We basically just saw the main race. We didn't go too early because it's a very small place, and it's like, it's not like, a big track, but they do have some NASCAR come through there every once in a while. But the main race started off with 40 of those
right.
little cars.
Right.
No starter. They're all getting bump started. So it takes a while. You get them all going. Then in a formation. Started off with 40 cars. 9 finished. At the end.
I mean, it's just like not 9. 9 actually finished.
Right.
Holy cow, man. So what's the idea behind that? Is to get out in front as fast as you can and maintain it? Obviously, it's tight, so it must be a lot of traffic.
There's lots of traffic. There were
open wheel racing, so
there were multiple
a lot of
red
tangle
flags.
ups. Okay.
And a lot of people just going around, and then it's like, okay, hitting the pits, and not come back out. So I'm guessing a lot of mechanical problems, but there were a fair amount of spin outs.
Right.
And
flip overs and whatnot.
Oh, there was a nice big flip over right into the dirt.
Yeah.
Luckily, again, nobody hurt.
Right.
Well, okay, maybe some bumps and bruises, but no ambulance coming in. But it was a pretty exciting race.
How long did
How
long did that last?
Well, because of
hours?
Because of all the red flags, it took, it took a good hour.
Oh, cool, man. That's different.
And it wasn't on dirt; it was on asphalt.
Oh, it was.
Yeah. Whereas Speedway in Orange County is dirt.
That's dirt, but that's motorcycles.
Well, they still have those.
It's all dirt.
Okay.
Or clay or whatever.
But this was on asphalt, and which was different to see. Right. And unlike a drag race track, the crew was on it, and cleanup's fast.
Oh, as far as problems and things,
right? Because it's asphalt. It's not sticky.
All right.
Where they have to, if there's something leaks.
Right.
I mean, the guys over at Fontana do a great job.
Sure.
But they have to be meticulous.
Right.
With asphalt, apparently you don't need to be as meticulous. It's like there's throw out the kitty litter, sweep it up, let's go.
Right.
But that was very cool to watch.
Kind of loud too, I bet.
It wasn't too bad.
Wasn't too bad. running open headers?
From the state, in the grandstands, and very Washington, IPAs are
West Coast proud, huh? IPAs, were they good
a lot
craft
of
brews?
IPAs,
Yeah,
but it wasn't the typical West Coast stuff. It's all stuff that you've never heard of before and will never see.
well, there's local, right? I mean,
Right.
Yeah,
So
short pass runs and stuff. Cool,
pretty
man.
cool to have.
So you weren't shoehorned into watching some midget racing, drinking Coors Light,
Oh no, I was drinking an IPA. Granted, it was out of a can.
right? Out of a can, okay. But you had a choice.
Definitely had a choice,
Oh, that's cool.
which was very nice.
And sit back in the grandstands and watch them racing.
Have an IPA and a
Yeah.
smoke. And
Yeah. Well, you can
watch
smoke
them.
outside out there. Nobody would.
It was in its own section,
Oh,
but
you could light up
it was a
another
little
problem.
off to the side. But you can light up or vape or whatever.
Right.
And it was like
No hassles.
no hassles, no sir, nothing.
Oh.
Which
You miss a little bit of that freedom and liberty, huh?
yeah. Especially when we're talking, like in airports.
Parks now. You can't do it at the beach. You have outside certain distances of restaurants now.
Yeah.
You get the idea. Oh, where'd we go? So Washington was cool. Checked out some stuff, huh? And
Yep,
did a short trip up there. That's cool.
Did some building, some car stuff. It's nice to take basically a week off
All right.
in a place where I can't work on my own stuff.
Right. I understand.
So clears your head. And just be able to kick back and at night and look at stars. While you're finishing off your adult beverage.
Right.
But did go into the city one night. Seattle.
There you go.
I want to say the area is called Capitol Hill.
That sounds familiar. I don't really remember much from the names of particular places there.
That area is definitely a lot more hip,
Right.
and built up.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it was a Wednesday night,
Right.
and the restaurants and bars were packed.
This wasn't downtown then? It was... I think you're... Okay. I think it's probably on the north side. I can't remember now. So that's cool, though. I mean...
But really good bar. It had a small menu,
Right.
but it rocked. I got a potato taco that was out of this world. A vegan chicken taco, and then with the nice IPA, and it was like, wow, if I lived here during happy hour, happy hour was $1 tacos, $2 pints, and it was like, if I lived in this area, 3 times a week, fool.
And then you pay your $15 an hour for the guy serving you, and there you go.
Well, parking, but
Oh, there you go.
but the purpose was we went and saw a band called High on Fire.
How was that? What kind of music was that?
Basically, it's a form of grindcore. So they tune down to like C. So imagine normally low strings in E. So
Oh, that's right. Okay.
E. Then bring it down. So super low, super fast. Lots of weird changes and stuff like that, but super intricate.
So it's not just power chord, super loud.
Oh no, it's I'm starting to get into the music a little bit more after seeing them, but just watching them was truly an experience. Like the bass player, it was a power trio. So the bass player's playing with 4 fingers on a 4-string bass, So like Les Claypool sped up. It just was super intricate and super complicated, but they're really amazing.
Wow, man.
That's a whole world that I'm not versed on. Opening band was referred to as sludge rock. So imagine that super tuned down stuff but super slow.
That's different.
Right. So whole nother world, but Washington, great time.
Cool, man.
Seattle's always good. Except for that the plane ride up.
Oh, you remember that?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember looking down and
Oh, man.
seeing a dog.
Oh, yeah.
Next to me at my feet.
Right.
Okay, it was in a carrier, but like, wow. I've heard a lot about how it's becoming worse, but I got to experience it. But
Still bonding time with man's best friend there, huh?
Did
Did you share a beverage with that dog?
no, I did not.
A beverage for you and a biscuit for your friend?
After we were, in the air,
Right.
Things stabilized. I called over to the attendant or whatever they're called these
Right.
days, and I'm like,
Got another open seat?
right, exactly. I'm like, and she's all, oh, are you allergic?
Yeah, that's it.
And I said, exactly. I said, it's getting to me.
All right.
Which I wasn't lying. My stress level was high because I'm sitting next to a dog,
Right.
and it's getting to me. So I basically got the upgrade to row number 2, where the
Oh, really?
where the big seats are.
Ah.
But I was like, I don't know the solution to this problem, but
They just say no dogs.
or have a
Like what they used to do?
right.
Right. It's okay to say no?
I can call ahead and say I have a peanut allergy, and there'll be no peanuts on the
right.
flight.
Oh, yeah.
Why can't I call up and say,
I have
I'm
a dog
allergic to
allergy.
dog?
No dogs.
Or have a section, your dog friendly section,
A radius.
that I don't have to. I know ahead of time, and so I don't buy my tickets. Thinking
We
I'm
should
gonna-
call it a canine radius.
There you.
I like that. Or they'll have when you're picking out your seats online, it's like they'll have it like grayed out for certain seats for
Right. Or like a green circle.
yeah, exactly, right.
Here's the zone.
Here's the zone,
I can't vape on a plane,
canine
but
zone.
I can smell your dog. Good times. And then
Free fleas for everybody.
then, of course, the way home back to Long Beach was late. Nobody's fault. Everyone was cool, but it was super bumpy, like the whole like turbulence the whole way, and it was a hard landing. But normally I wouldn't care, if it was late, except for I had tickets to see Corolla.
On the same day of your return?
Uh-huh.
Wow, that's double booking.
Yeah. But he was playing
wow.
the Gas Lamp, which is,
Oh, right. That downtown over here.
no, it's
Wait.
PCH in Lawrence.
Oh, okay.
It was like,
All right, okay, I get you.
so I was supposed to come in, like 5:37. Came in closer to 6.
Right,
Get your bags. Show started at 7:30.
right.
And I had my nephew coming at 7. Get home. Of course, grab a beverage, and then
So how'd you get home from the airport?
about 6:45.
How did you get home? They take the bus?
No, the wife picked me
Oh,
up.
she picked you up. Oh,
And
but you're already behind.
right, and so
It'll take you a half an hour to get down there to PCH.
so it was like, okay,
Did you do it? Did you go?
I made it.
Barely made it, huh?
I'm pulling stuff out of my carry-on or my check baggage.
Right.
As I'm like, oh, did I print up the receipt? And trying to find it, print it, while my nephew's on his way. But it all worked out. Had a couple mangrias.
How is that, man?
It's pretty strong.
Oh, I've never had any.
Either by until then, but it was like, when in Rome.
Right.
But
did they put on a good show?
Yeah.
Did you get an autograph?
No, we didn't.
You didn't hang out together?
No.
You didn't bond?
I asked my nephew, it was like, well, do you want to meet
mine?
And he's like, nah. I'm like, cool, let's go.
I'm done.
But right on. We got in. The place was pretty packed, but there were 2 seats at the bar.
Right. What?
Next to each other.
Right.
Walked up, and I had never been there before, and like, where's the stage? He's like, directly in front of us.
Oh.
So sat down, good seating.
Right. Was Allison Rosen there?
No.
Dang.
No. Gina did well.
Yeah.
They did have a guest. I don't remember his name.
Not good of a show.
It was supposed to be Whitney Cummings.
Oh, man.
But I guess something happened where she couldn't make it or something like that.
She got stuck on a plane next to a dog.
Yeah. But overall, good show. Probably come out next week sometime.
Right on.
But the actor or whoever did a good job as far as playing off Adam, and keeping the show going.
Oh, that's cool.
It was a good hour and a half, easy. Uh-oh.
Are we taking a break?
No, I literally seconds ago got a text from my engine builder.
All right. That was next point on my
it's
agenda.
a video.
Finally got it started, huh?
That's the truck.
So that's it. That's the progress of the truck. Break in right now.
Or it just happened. I don't know, because I don't know how he's filming it, because I see one hand on the carburetor and one hand on the distributor.
Oh, he's probably got
a tripod.
Probably got an assistant there, or a tripod. Cool, man.
Sweet.
I was wondering what was up with that.
So I will put this up on our website and pop it out on Facebook. Looks like I'm going to have a truck pretty soon.
Hopefully you'll have it by tomorrow.
Yeah, but we're taking the wife's car, or wife's taking her car in tomorrow.
So you got the Galaxie here too.
Right, but I'm not going to let her drive that.
Oh, I know that, but I'm just saying.
So,
wow, perfect timing.
Exactly.
Cool, man.
Ready to take a quick break?
I'm ready.
Okay. Here's a quick word from our sponsors that we support and actually use their stuff on our cars.
This episode of the Primer Podcast is brought to you by Bertronics. Quality ignition and exhaust products for over 40 years. Check them out at Bertronics.com. And by HellwigProducts.com. Load and sway control. A family tradition for over 65 years.
All right, so we're back. How's the Mustang coming?
Project Nickel and Dime. I've got the headers on from Hedman Headers. They're shorty headers. Special thanks to Mark Lewis for those. I've got the intake manifold on. Thermostat's on. Heads are on.
Well, yeah, because if the headers are on, the head's got to be on.
Right. So basically, got the whole long block put together. Next up will be motor mounts for the actual brackets on the block, and we should be ready for an install.
We're gonna have to find a date for that.
I got to set up probably a couple weeks. Excuse me. I'll have to cut the exhaust a little bit further back on the exhaust pipe with a Sawzall before I put the engine in. It'll just be easier to get to it. I need to finish installation of the oil pressure gauge and the water temp gauge in the interior of the car. And that should be it, man.
Why on the interior of the car? Because
What do you mean?
when I was in Washington, there was one car that had all the gauges
On the outside? In the engine compartment?
in the engine compartment.
Well, you want to see what's going on technically when you're in the car. I mean, on break-in, as you just saw, chances are that you're going to be
being sarcastic.
Yeah, I hear you. But no, I hear you. I mean, there's some people who do that as far as a vacuum gauge or a fuel pressure gauge that are in the engine compartment.
Which is fine because
if you're tuning. Right.
But
or, even a tack. I mean, it's sort of like it's already there so you can tune and you don't have to pull stuff out. You don't have to
this
change connections and stuff like that. So.
Not only was it like, the vacuum and fuel pressure, it was like water temperature, oil pressure, the key things that you want to see in the dash. This guy had in the engine compartment.
Oh, well.
And then no gauges on the inside, other than the original dummy lights. And stuff.
Right. No, it's just been so hot. I haven't wanted to get into the car. I mean, I haven't had really opportunity to get in the car and hook up the electrical. That's basically what it is. I got to hook up those lights. So once I hook those up, and then I can place those. The bracket's already set. I already got that all figured out, and the hard lines are set. Everything is already set. It's just hooking up the electrical. So I want to do that last detail, but it's been hot. By the time I get out there, it's 80 plus degrees, and you just start sweating. It's not fun anymore. It's like
And then black car, black interior.
Yeah, but I mean, it might be covered, but there's just no air circulation, so you just immediately start sweating, and you're on your back, and it's awkward, it's awful, and it's dark. So that's what's up, and then we'll put the engine and transmissions. Everything else is ready. So I've been chasing down some bolts, but as far as the actual installation, that's it. And then once the engine's in, then the party starts again with fasteners for brackets and pulleys and stuff like that. So, but as I learned before, it's easier to put it in as just a bare components. No pulleys, no brackets, because they always hang up.
Yeah, nothing snags.
As far as the headers go, it's sort of like everywhere I've read online, everyone says that shorty headers shouldn't be a problem. So I should be able to get it all in one scoop.
Famous last words. But
but rather than long tube or full length headers, long tube headers, be like you could probably get one side in, like with the Ranchero, but then you have to leave one laying out or come up from the bottom. But I didn't want to deal with those because I don't want to mess with power steering. So it should all go in at once. So
motor mounts good to go
on the engine compartment. Yes. So I just got to do the 4 bolts for the motor mounts for the actual block, and that should be it, man.
Well, nice.
So it looks like a real engine now. And then I can.
Your engine's coming together. My engine's coming together.
Yeah,
this is all good news.
Yeah, it only took forever.
Right.
Yeah, man.
And then speaking of engines, I didn't participate in this conversation just because I was enjoying my vacation. There was some text going on between you and Fish as far as he was shooting some stuff of the 49.
Yeah, he finally got an electric fan hooked up. Got the fan shroud that I gave him from the Mustang. It's been totally re-glassed, cleaned up, polished, painted black, and looks fabulous. It's great. He has just enough space in there, and he's taking it out drove the car a few times, got on the freeway, whatnot. Still runs too hot. So
What?
I have a feeling that his radiator's just too small. It's a 2-core stock Mustang radiator for a 351 Windsor that's been bored over. It just can't.
It's
He
not
just
keeping
can't.
up.
Yeah, it's just not gonna. It just can't dissipate the heat fast enough. The fan he had, just everything works. So it works just like it should. It just doesn't do it.
So what's he gonna do? Because
He's looking at getting a wider fan.
well, is it even gonna fit? Because I remember when he welded that in, as far as the bracketry and stuff
The
like
brackets,
that.
he might be able to get 4 inches out of it on the width.
Because then the fenders and the cowl all comes.
Right, but
It's all-
those brackets he welded in, he drilled holes for those, but that's probably the spot where he's going to have to do the adjustment. As far as the height, I don't know if he can go up anymore. But as far as
he's got enough space width-wise.
I think he's got enough space width-wise, but I don't think he has.
You might have to grind off those brackets and relocate them, but
Yeah, I'll probably have to do something like that. I don't know. Of course, I don't have a car in front of us, but it seems to me that's what he was saying. I talked to him on the phone, but we're thinking that he's going to go wider, and the thickness as far as a 3-core probably can't work unless he cuts out the bottom stone guard panel underneath the bumper, between the bumper and the actual radiator support area, because it's all one piece.
right, and then
And it's flanged, it comes up, so you have to cut that out. But it would either be like an aluminum 3-core radiator, you paint it black, or you get a wider 2-core, radiator for, like, I don't know, a later model Mustang or a truck, something that's specific to a Windsor. But it's all about heat dissipation. I mean, the video, man, that thing's just blowing air, but it's just once he gets it up to 100, with the thermostat open, so I think he has a 180-degree thermostat. It goes up to 190, 195, around 195.
yeah, because that thing's always ran
hot. But I don't know what the bore is on that thing. I know he got it used. I don't know if he's 60 over on that. So I don't know, but I think that's where it's going to be, is the radiator, and that's the only thing you can work on.
Just being Captain Obvious here.
He's already checked the timing.
The thermostat.
He's checked the thermostat. He's checked the timing. He's gone over the timing numerous times. Air fuel ratio, the whole bit. It's just
Even the timing sequence.
it's all been checked out, man. That thing runs great. Starts right up. It's reliable. It's tough, but it's just hot. It just can't dissipate the heat fast enough. So I have a feeling it's between the thinner cylinder walls and the radiator that it's too small.
Well,
That's my guess. But he does plan to have that running for Pleasanton. So on our way up to the Good Guys West Coast Nationals in the next couple weeks. So
yeah,
we'll get some GoPros on there.
The 22nd.
Yeah, and we'll get some GoPros and shoot some video and make a day out of that too. So along with that event, we should be hooking up with one of the sales reps there at Low Car. So we'll probably do a little video of some new products that they have, and I think it's a 32 Phaeton that they're going to have on display. So more to follow up with Low Car. So that'll be pretty cool.
And then next week, or this coming week.
This coming week, we have an interview set up with Rebecca Nunez, who's one of the social media marketing people behind the Orange County Labor Day cruise down at the Orange County Fairgrounds. I haven't been to that show in years, and apparently it's like a 3-day show where you can camp overnight and obviously cruise your car. But she's coming into, or we'll be out at her shop, I should say, for a podcast interview. She can tell us all more about the OC Labor Day cruise. But I mean, a 3-day event, that sounds like as big as Ventura, but it'll be your kind of like a good guys kind of thing, muscle car, hot rod, street rod kind of thing. So
I don't know.
That'll be interesting.
I've got a little research to do.
And also, speaking of 3-day cruises, though, but Ventura Nationals, end of 4 weeks? 4 weeks from now?
Really?
3 weeks. Beginning of September here.
Note to self.
Note to self, William.
Email Holly.
We never did get an interview with Aaron Valencia, who's building another car. I think it's a 36 Ford to be raffled off. Last year it was, I think, that 29 Roadster or 1930 Roadster. They still plan to do the art show, photography show downtown at the downtown movie theater in Ventura.
There's actually 2 movie theaters downtown.
Oh, really? I don't remember the name of the one that we went to last year, but it was a pretty cool building.
Oh, yeah.
And they're still planning to, obviously, it's a single-day car show on Saturday, and I think they're still going to do the lake cruise up in the hills there on Sunday. So
was it a reliability run?
Yeah, it's like a reliability run, and they come back down and they have an open house at somebody's shop or somebody's garage. So I know we always run out of energy by then because 2 nights in Ventura.
And about 3 weeks ago, the wife and I did a quick little vacation in Ventura and found a couple beverage-friendly places.
Yeah, we'll check that out, man.
We need to check out.
Sounds good.
Other than, there's like the Ventura Brewery or the Anacapa, whatever it's called, which is okay. But there was another place. Well, there was that pizza place.
Right.
Pizza by the Slice.
I don't remember the name, but yeah, it was pretty good.
When wife and I went, it was really good. And nice pint of Hoppy Poppy. But there's off the main drag, there's a place called like Barrel.
Oh, your 100 Barrels?
Like yeah.
Did you tell me it's called 100 Barrels?
It was something like that. I can find it again.
I'm sure you can.
Yeah, the nose knows.
The nose knows. You'll find it.
But
cool. Let's check that out, man.
But also coming up as fairly quickly is this Friday with the.
Oh yeah.
I bought tickets this morning.
All right, thank you.
So we're good to go. 3 Mile, another film by Brian Darwas.
There you go. Atomic
Hot Rod.
There you go. Independent filmmaker, man. He's also a big fan of 32 Ford Roadsters and Coupes, but mostly Roadsters.
He's from New York. We interviewed him, I want to say 2 years ago.
Probably, huh? Maybe. It was last year.
I don't think it was last year.
It wasn't last year? All right.
But his film before this was This Is Long Beach.
Right.
Was it Cavaliers?
Cavaliers? I think it was.
And, this one, 3 Miles, has to do with a couple guys that got their builds and they're driving to Bonneville.
Yeah, and speaking of which, Bonneville is...
Bonneville is a no-go this year.
No-go this year. Yes, it's... What is the issue with the salt or the weather or both?
What I saw, which again was like old news. That's like 2 weeks ago. But,
right.
It was right after the Kristen interview.
Kristen interview. Then I saw it online. Yeah. Got canceled.
Right. It had to do with the salt. If I remember
that would
right.
probably
not enough salt.
Yeah, something right.
Like.
So yeah, you could probably SCTA probably has info on that. Save the Salt Foundation probably has information on that. And also, what they're going to do for that event, they're going to the Mojave Mile is going to organize an event over there in Mojave at the airport that we went to go see the Suddenly Run,
Right.
the Plymouth. I don't have the dates, but Mojave Mile is going to happen again in lieu of Bonneville Speedway closing. The last thing I want to be to is in Mojave, though, in August or September.
In August? Oh.
It'll be 105.
We've blown off shows in Fontana.
Well,
Just,
yeah,
you know,
but Mojave is like, unrelenting. But yeah, check the dates on that. I'm not sure off the top of my head, but yeah, it's Bonneville Speedway canceled, Mojave Mile in Mojave. You can pick up, what is that track? That airstrip is 2 miles long? I can't remember. You can do 200 miles an hour, no problem. So 250.
Provided you have the licensing and the
Right. I mean, but yeah, it's, chances are there'll be less late model cars. That's just that one guy said, checkbook racers. Not a lot of 2015 Corvettes and McLarens and Ford GTs out there. It'll be more guys into limits of the CC engine for your smaller motorcycles and VWs and things like that. So
right.
Probably actually see some people in some Lakester cars or some flatheads. So,
but when we went, seeing some of those motorcycles was pretty cool.
Were you talking like Triumphs, or are you talking
the Triumph? And then and then there's that.
I mean, there were some late model street bikes there too. But
right, there's the woman that was in front of us,
right?
A young woman,
right?
I forget what she did, but I mean, she broke 100.
Oh yeah, she was just south of 200, I think. But the thing about speed trials like that, though, at that event we went to, man, it was a lot of, again, not ideal for shooting photos, not ideal for watching.
No,
it's tough.
You get like one snapshot, right?
Yeah,
right
exactly. But seating not optimal.
There was no seating,
or a lot of hurry up and wait because it's an active airport. So
and you gotta wait till they go down that 2.5 miles,
and turn around,
make the turn, and then one person makes a nice long pass.
Right.
Wait for them to slow down, get off the
track, and right.
Communication back and forth.
It takes 10 hours. Right.
Now the next guy can go.
Right.
So
that's what I'm saying, though. I mean, if you're watching late model cars, it's like, okay. This 2012 Corvette, 2015 Corvette, they'll do 190, somewhere in there, depending on what their setup is and how much experience they have, and that'll be it. So it's sort of like, okay, next. Sort of like, okay. Hence the term checkbook race car. So,
right.
Variety does help with the enthusiasm. So, yeah. So Bonneville for us this year not happening. What is going to be happening for us, though, later in September is going to be Cruising for a Cure. We're still slated to be with Hedman Hedder's booth, and we'll be shooting video and interviewing people. So that should be interesting. That should be fun.
Some live podcasting.
Some live video work. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Then also,
maybe,
SEMA.
Right, there we go. SEMA
is coming around the corner as well.
First week in November. I haven't seen anything about the Ultimate Streetcar Challenge, with Jimmy Day and the whole whether the racing is going to be out at Paw Rump or out in Vegas at the Strip somewhere, the racetrack. Website's still tentative as far as the location, but it may be in Vegas, so that'll be a plus for us.
Yeah, especially since we're taking the date.
Paw Rump's like 45 minutes from one way, man.
But, we took the day off kind of for that, so.
Right, that's the whole thing, right. But there may be a change of venue in that, but that's okay. We'll try to cover that, do what we can, so.
And, speaking of SEMA, if you have signed up for the SEMA Ignited newsletter, like we've been talking about for the past year or so,
right?
You most likely got an email to join SEMA Ignited, which is, I want to say, well, it's Friday. I want to say it starts at 3:00. So at SEMA, when they do the rollout, which we've never seen, which I'm looking forward to seeing, a good number of those cars go over to another hotel parking area for SEMA Ignited, which was, last year was the first time Colby did that, so that people that can't get into SEMA can at least see the cars.
Yeah, a lot of your non-street legal cars. That's the key word, man.
Undocumented cars.
There you go. Right, exactly. A lot of non-street legal undocumented cars. Right, never been registered as so that'll be cool.
But if you did sign up, you got an email.
You should go check it out.
To go check it out, and little click here, click there, free admission, $20 value.
There you go.
And you got to invite up to like 10 people.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
plenty of weird dust down those streets of Las Vegas.
So that's $100 value. So not only they've been, as Colby and his team been helping out the industry.
Amen.
Now you just got $100 value. So if you did what we said, you should have gotten the email. And there was something else that they were going to open up Friday to non-trade people inside actually SEMA.
Some of the new products, maybe.
Right.
They've changed all the locations for all that stuff too, as far as where specialty areas and new products and things like that are all been geographically moved and changed. And
oh, great!
Yeah,
just when I could felt like
you felt like you know what you're doing.
I know where I'm at.
Well, I mean, they're still gonna. I think they're still gonna have main hall and things like that, where the longtime veterans of vendors and stuff have always been, will still be there, like GM and Ford and stuff like that. But as far as like new products and some new people coming out to be on display and to be featured, I think they'll be moved around. So there's a shuffle going on, but it's all geared for more attention and priority for exposure. So that's a good thing.
And we got to start tossing out some emails as far as
we'll figure that out.
What we're going to be doing there and who we're going to talk to.
Speaking of what's going on and more what's going on, it's Project Street Legal. There was still some talk about Compton Airport meet for drag racing. Apparently it's on deaf ears right now, but Donald Galaz and Donald Galaz and Phil Bowden, thank you. I want to say Raymond, I don't know why. Phil Bowden are still working with the Compton mayor and Senator Isidore Hall and LA City Councilman Joe Buscano, whatever, however you pronounce it. You're always good with that, William, the last name on that one. But they're still working on trying to organize that and trying to figure out, something to do in the meantime with Terminal Island. Terminal Island is still there. It's a big, we saw a chunk of dirt, 70 acres doing nothing. So they're still at it. So you can check out the website at lastreetlegal.org, and you can subscribe, sign up, and share. They're also on Twitter and also on Facebook. So, and YouTube. So there's some videos.
Right. Well, we would have had some more video.
Yeah, we're working on more video, so there's always room for improvement. We'll get that taken care of.
the drone,
We'll show you that 70 acres of dirt.
That drone shot.
Yeah, the drone shot. Right.
Which didn't go so well.
It didn't go so well,
ago.
but you know what? We'll figure that out. We'll make it work, man. So you got anything else?
Let's see. 3 Mile. We're gonna try to get in Brian Darwas in.
Oh, okay.
But by the time this comes out, and then do another one, it's in a couple days. So
Right, not gonna happen.
I just told him that we would.
We'll go check out his film and do a movie review, man.
Right. On our website, got the trailer for it.
Oh, cool.
All ready to go. AtomicHotRods.com. You can buy all this stuff.
Yeah, there's other movies he's made too, right?
He's got at least 4 or 5.
Yeah, at least 4. So it's cool.
You can buy them on DVD.
You can,
Good guy.
I think you can download them too. Yeah,
Most likely.
I think you can.
Good guy. Buy a hat, buy a T-shirt, something like that. We like to support
independent filmmakers, man.
Well, the independent people and people doing their own thing, and those are the ones that support us. So, same thing with our sponsors. Is like, it's not just because they give us stuff; it's because we actually believe in the products.
We actually believe in it and we use it.
And same thing with Brian. It's like,
that's cool.
We're going because we want to see the film. And fans of the podcast know that I don't see a lot of films.
That's right, man.
This will be the second time this year.
The second time. Look at you.
The second time.
Two fingers.
At the art theater.
2 times, right.
And then one time, one time in a real theater.
Big steps for you, William.
Yep.
Big screen.
And so, hit us up on Facebook.
Hey, check out the video on Nitto Tire Auto Enthusiast Day. It's just posted, man, so it's fresh.
Yep. Shot by one of the Davis brothers.
Our new intern. One of our interns.
And, it's all on the website.
So, cool, man.
So, Facebook, Twitter,
Instagram, YouTube.
All that.
All the goodness.
Normal stuff. And please, tell a friend. We don't have any real advertising.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
Come on.
We don't have billboards and...
No, we don't
like
have
that.
big displays on the side of the freeway.
Yeah. So, pass this along.
All right.
Tell us about it. Send us an email. We'll send you a sticker or something.
All right, cool.
And if you're in SoCal and you're at one of these shows, let us know.
Yeah, we'll get you a beverage.
I will buy you a beverage.
There you go.
Of your choice.
Deep pockets, that guy.
Deep pockets going to the engine builder tomorrow. So
that's right, man.
Until
next week.
Next week's going to be with Rebecca.
You got it, but we'll also check out the movie on Friday and then an interview on Saturday. So cool.
Lots to talk about. So until then, my name's William.
This is Davis.